Hey guys, J.C. Smith here. I wanted to share this little bit of a tool haul score I got today. I was very excited about this. I kind of watch the internet for used tools quite often, and usually you can find deals once in a great while, but nothing like this. This was a good day. So what I bought? First off, I bought the toolbox, and it had some tools in it, and I bought other tools separate from it, and I'll show you the difference and all. And I'm going to share exactly what I paid for all of it. So we'll go drawer by drawer. Some of it's just, you know, typical home DIY guys. Toolbox got some old obsolete stuff in here, but you know, we'll give it away or throw it away or whatever. But we'll start at the top. First off, it comes with these sockets. Came with it. Starts at half and goes up to an inch and a quarter, half-inch drive deep. It's missing the 3/4, 7/16, and 3/8. Okay, it's missing these three sockets, which that's not a really big deal. It also came with this SK set. They start at 3/8, 7/16. Half is missing of the SK. The half, nope, there it is. They're just in the wrong order. And those ones go to inch and a quarter also. So those came with it. And then it came with these Blue Point. These are extractors or rounded nut sockets for getting, you know, obviously rounded nuts or bolts, trying to get them loose. Came with a full set of them. They go from, I guess, what they call 9 to 19 or 3/8 to 3/4, whatever. And then it came with these hex head sockets. They go from, what is that, 4mm? Yeah. 4mm in 3/8 all the way up to 10, plus a half-inch drive 10mm. So that's pretty cool. Came with these miscellaneous Torx bits. I don't know what these are. I didn't pay attention. What is this? A 35? Nope, that one's a 50. That one's a 30, and a couple small 1/4-inch ones. Everything I'm going to tell you. This is snap-on. If it's not snap-on, I'll tell you. It came with this this shallow metric set that start at 4. And go up to what's supposed to be 15. The 15mm is missing, so it stops at 14. So we'll get a 15 and we'll complete that set. This is a standard set, 1/4-inch drive shorts. It's missing 3 sockets, and still I'll get those. And then it came with these Craftsman damaged lug nut extractors. I don't know. They've never been used. Probably a good reason why. And it came with this set of half-inch drive snap-on impacts. They're metric. They go from 10 to 19. It's missing the 13 and the 15, so I'll get those two. It came with these spark plug sockets. This is a straight 5/8, swivel 5/8, straight 5/8, and a 9/16. If you work on Fords, you know we use a 9/16. I bought these. This set goes from, geez, what is this? 2mm up to 10. They wanted $75 for them. Is that 80? $80. They wanted $80 for them. I bought those extra. I bought these extra. These are deep snap-on. Goes from 8mm up to 19, and they wanted $135 for those. This is deep from 1/4 to 3/4, 3/8 drive, and they wanted $135 for those also. So that's everything up here. Next step down, you got these snap-on pry bars. It's a little tall for me, sorry. Got the one pry bar. It's probably, what, the 18? I don't know. And then the smaller one. And a brand new hose removal tool. I have 3 of these already, so I will likely take this to my snap-on guy and get credit for it. Since it's brand new and never been used, get something else. Snap-on screwdrivers. He must be the king of partial sets or danglers or whatever you want to call them. You know, the ones that always get lost. He seems to find them because it had 2 Phillips, a straight in red. Oh, I'm sorry, this one belongs over here. This is kind of the orange series. Different. So there's of one color, then two of the orange, one green, one of the actual orangish red, and then the newer style a bunch of these, and then one snap-on Torx driver, and a couple snap-on picks. And then he had a full set, or close to a full set, of the old Matco. Keep in mind, anything that's Matco, anything other than Snap-on I'm not keeping. It'll be getting rid of. They also had these. This is that 4-piece file set. I think they wanted 70 bucks for them. So I picked them up. And I left the prices on so I could share it with you. It came with these offset wrenches. This is 8 and 9. There's one missing. These must either be obsolete, discontinued, or changed because they've got one warranted here and it's the wrong length. I don't know that I'll ever use these, but they came in a deal. It came with these Craftsman Lisle mix of sockets in here. This long magnet, which I don't even know what that is. It's a Blue Point. HEI spark plus tester. This they had separate. It's a 1/4-inch socket set. Came with the hand driver, with the anvil and the driver in the end. All the extensions, a swivel, one long ratchet here, the breaker bar, the sockets in standard and metric, and they wanted $145 for that. This didn't come with it. This is something, anything with a white tag I bought extra. This is a Snap-on, well, made by somebody else for Snap-on, but whatever. It's a thread chaser. You know, it's basically, you get one that's boogered up a little bit and you just want to clean it up. You don't want to cut new threads. That's what these are. And thread files. They're all here. Just got bounced around the trip home. But they wanted $115 for that. I think probably the best deal of all was this. This is a Snap-on vacuum coolant system, refill system. It's brand new. It's never been used. I mean, absolutely never been used. As new as you can get. And they wanted $135 for that. So I picked that up too. Anything that's in here without a tag came with it. Blue Point snap ring pliers. These are actually Snap-ons here. Snap-on snap ring pliers. This whole set here, which, as you all know, I just bought that set. Actually, I bought the big set. That's a small one, but I got extras. Hose clamp pliers, Robo grips. I don't like them. Vice grip brand vice grips. I'll probably get that garbage plastic handle off there. I don't like the sissy grips. Some needle nose, El Cheapo lockjaw something or other. This is a Snap-on light, but I went to go push the button and it cracked, so it still works. But kind of an obsolete light. These are those like CV boot clamping pliers. These are OEM, which I've already got a good set of them. These are Blue Point vice grips, which, you know, look at them. Look the way they're made. I want nothing to do with that. I typically don't want anything to do with Blue Point. I like Snap-on. If Snap-on doesn't make it, I'd rather buy it from the manufacturer who did. Nice set of pliers from Snap-on. Here's the long reach side cuts, dikes, whatever you might call them. These are all included. These they had off to the side. These are all Snap-on, and you get the standard set, the long reach, and the extra long reach. And they wanted $50 for them. I was more than happy to pay $50 for that. It came with these generic wire strippers. I've never liked these. I don't use them. I don't like how they tear the insulation. As far as I'm concerned, they're doomed for the scrap pile. Some Taiwan needle nose. That's everything in this drawer. Got oh geez. These are left-handed drill bits with extractors. Of course, the one is missing here. There's just a partial set of drill bits here. Oh, come on. It's missing a bunch out of here, out of twist drills. Of course, the small ones are all broken and gone. And you got this is a Blue Point serpentine belt tool with the adapters to do all of those. I already have one, I don't need that. A Blue Point wrench, a 3/8. Yeah, pointless. That's probably going to go on eBay. Same thing with this. You know, guys will get a set like I did. They'll be looking for one replacement. It's only one wrench. I have this same set. I have 2 of these sets, so I don't need that. And here's a 7/16 Blue Point wrench, so we'll stick those 2 on eBay and get rid of them. This is a 16 millimeter. This is kind of an odd duck here. It's kind of the industrial finish, but it looks like somebody took it to the wire wheel and tried to polish it or something, I don't know. But the end of it's been heated and bent. You can see the stress marks right in here. Obviously there's something special they're trying to get. A 17 millimeter, 18 millimeter, and then this one there's probably for doing bleeder screws. This is an 8 and a 10 offset snap-on. And then this, I can only assume this is for chassis work, for doing alignments. I don't do alignments on cars, so I don't know. And this big wrench, 1 7/16 by 1 1/4. That will keep. That'll go in with my rest of my big ones, because we can always use big wrenches. And it came with this brand new exhaust cutter from Matco. Whoever made it for them. I don't like Matco. Want nothing to do with them. These are kind of miscellaneous socket sets. This is a deep set from 7/16. No, quarter, sorry. From quarter to 3/4. A couple miscellaneous, like a 13 millimeter deep and an extra 10 millimeter. And here's a shallow set. And this one is missing, which one is it? The 5/8, is that right? Nope, they're all there. They're just in the wrong order. 1/2 inch. They're just moved in one location over. 7/16. 5/16 quarter. Nope, 3/8 is missing. That's what's missing. 1 3/8 socket. Okay, and here's some more metrics. It's missing a 10 millimeter right here. Missing the, looks like a 14 missing. Yep, 14's missing here. You know, so there's some missing stuff. Oh, look at there. 11/30 seconds. 7/16. So there's 2 extras. What is this one? There's a 12. That's extra, because we got a 12. That 12's 3/8. That's 3/8. So probably what I'll do, I'll take the extras over to my Snap-on guy, and more than likely he'll change them out for the ones that I do need, because there's a lot of extra odd stuff in here. Like there's doubles. This is a 1 inch socket. That's a 1 inch. You know, and there's a 7/8. That one's a 3/4. Didn't I just say I was missing 3/4? Where was I missing a 3/4 at? Maybe not. I don't know. It's all kind of spinning right now. But anyways, and here's those flip sockets for doing wheels and tires. That's a 3/4, 13/16 I mean. That's a 3/4, 13/16. I'm not sure why there'd be 3 of them, but there was a short extension that goes in here, and I think I know where that's at. There's a 19 and a 21. There's a lock for somebody's wheels. And of course a little junker TI1. I know where that's at right now because I just remember seeing it. Okay, so here's the next thing. I'll turn this way. And again, everything without a tag on it was in this toolbox. So we got this long 24-inch 3/8 drive extension. And we go to what, about a 20, maybe an 18, 2 18s, maybe a 12, I don't know. My measurements are off, but you can see what they are. Down to a 1 inch, and then we go to the wobble extensions. There's a full set of wobbles, a 5-piece set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all there in 3/8. And must have been doing chassis work, I guess. The Snap-on straight drive. Snap-on impact socket, shorty. I think that's too long. What I was just thinking, I was thinking that went there, but I guess it's not the right one. So, impact swivel, Snap-on 1/2 inch drive wobble extensions, a full set. They're all Snap-on and all there. They also had this impact socket set, or impact extension set with the wobble, and these things were never used. The only one that's been used, as you can see, is this one, and that's very lightly used. I had just bought these brand new and bought these. I mean, literally just bought them within maybe, what, a month ago or so? And then it came with, oh yeah, so they wanted 75 bucks for them. I think these are 200 bucks on the website. A Mac flex head wrench, a Mac flex head bent handle, a Matco half-inch drive, snap-on half-inch drive, snap-on half-inch drive flex head, snap-on, I'm sorry, 3/8 drive flex head, snap-on half-inch drive long. I just bought this one, but I didn't buy that handle. I have it in the other handle. So there's a huge score right there as far as I'm concerned. Then this is kind of like your DIY stuff, you know, the old beat up hammers and pry bars and stuff, and the dangerous coil spring compressors. And I thought this was funny. $10 box of brand new hammers, never been out of the wax paper. Look at that. We'll have to give them to somebody. We don't need them. I've got hammers galore. I certainly don't need no more. These are those magnetic inserts for your sockets, so they hold the socket, or hold your nut or your bolt, whatever. Yeah, I don't need these. You can see how old they are. They look like they've never been used. I won't use them either. I can look at this. Oh yeah, this is a stud remover installer kit. I have a better one than that. I won't use it. This is the Craftsman mini plier set. Come on. There we go. Mini plier set. Cutters. Staple gun. Hose clamp pliers. You can see those here. Some junk blue RTV that's hard. That'll go in there. This was kind of cool. I do like that. I always use these. I use a lot of torches for soldering, so that was nice to have. Bunch of oil filter things that I'll give to Brandon because I don't have any oil filters that small. Plenty of painter's knives in here, that's for sure. Torch heads, hacksaw blades, an old SK beam type torque wrench. I don't want that either. This was pretty cool. This is a snap-on ratcheting screwdriver, the regular and the stubby both, with both lengths of extensions and the reverser, so that you can go from this to a socket. It's pretty cool. It's missing some bits in here, but my snap-on guy will give me all the bits I want. They wanted 75 bucks for that. And then Blue Point Impact, Craftsman DA, snap-on air-powered grease gun, a couple quarter-inch air ratchets, an obsolete Time & Light, a 3/8 Chicago pneumatic air ratchet. Pretty much these air tools. We'll get rid of them. We'll give them away. And then just some extra nonsense. Oh, there's a nice pick. That's a good old heavy ones. More crap. Junk hacksaw, a bunch of junk socket rails. And then the paperwork for the toolbox. Now, everything I just showed you there, believe it or not, was $1,465. I mean, that's like almost a starter toolbox, you know? I mean, you could actually go to work fixing some stuff with this. I mean, granted, it's not complete and it's missing some stuff and whatever, but I mean, man, that's a good starter set. I mean, probably my favorite piece of this whole thing, one, is this quarter-inch set, because that's just awesome. I'm going to keep that at home for fixing appliances and working on crap at the house. That's just a really nice, and I've always wanted one of these little sets. But they're like 300 and some bucks, and I wasn't spending that, you know. But this is my favorite. The coolant refill, that's definitely my favorite. Definitely a good bargain. I mean, if I added all that up, which I have not, so you guys are sitting watching this, so you probably have or had more of a chance to do it than I did, but you know, I think it's a pretty good deal. I don't want the toolbox. I'm going to take all the tools out of the toolbox and I'm going to sell the toolbox off. And I'll just use all the tools. Some of the other stuff I'm going to get rid of. If it's not snap-on, I'm not keeping it. So these SK sockets I'm going to get rid of. I mean, they're in good shape. Not bad. In pretty good shape. So I'll get rid of them. I'll get all the missing stuff, and I'll bet you more than likely I will be able to trade out to my snap-on guy what I have of extras for the missing stuff that I need to make my complete sets. I'm not a tool snob, understand. It's not that I think snap-on or SK or any of that's bad tools. It's just the fact that this is very simple. A buddy of mine is a snap-on dealer, so it is very easy for me to get stuff warrantied if it's snap-on. Cornwell, Mac, Matco is not. It is very difficult. I have to deal with a bunch of flakes, and I can deal with my buddy, and he takes care of me, and everything works out very well. So that's the only reason I stick to snap-on. It's not because I'm, think I'm better than I am, because that's not it. You can fix a lot of stuff with, Harbor Freight or whatever you like. It doesn't matter, but for me, this is what works. But I thought it was a good deal. I was really excited about it, and I thought maybe I could share it with you guys. I guarantee you, without doing pen to paper, there's more than $1,465 in this drawer if I had to buy this stuff new. Now these ratchets, I don't want these either, but they were a good deal. So I'll have my snap-on guy put me a brand new handle on them. It costs 15 bucks. I'll clean them up, and well, that's not true. I might keep these. I might throw these in my travel box. The Matco stuff and the Mac, for certain, it's leaving. I'm not keeping that stuff at all. Anything Mac, Matco, Cornwell, whatever, it's going to get sold off. I'll try and recoup some of my money if I can. Like this kind of stuff, I don't want this. I'll probably throw these over at my house in my what I call a tool shed for working on the house kind of stuff. But these coil spring compressors, I don't want that stuff. I don't want these hammers. Maybe Brandon will want them. I'll give Brandon first dibs on anything before I get rid of it. But nonetheless, a pretty good score, man. I was pretty happy, so just wanted to share it with you guys. And all the prices they had on this stuff, when I started putting all the stuff grouped together that I was going to buy, and I said, we're negotiable on this, right? And they said, are you paying cash? I said, yes. They said, yes, we are. So, not too bad. That'll make somebody a nice little starter toolbox or home toolbox, whatever. That'd be all right. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a somewhat tool haul, and we'll catch you on the next one.